So when we say that people that do things like this have some mental issues and there's like some gender dysphoria going on, a whole lot of other mental issues going on, you want to come out and call people like me phobics and all this other bull crap. And yet at the same time, I want to see if you're going to agree with what this man is getting ready to say in this ridiculous comment right here.
Should we combine the Paralympics with the regular Olympics, have them all compete with each other?
I mean, why not? And
what the actual heck? See what I'm saying? Done. If you agree with what he's saying, that's saying a lot about you as well. And all of y'all need to have y'all brains examined. What is going on, good people? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, and I'm greatly appreciative of you watching it. Make sure that you're following me on all the platforms you see above and below. Give the video a thumbs up. That way my content can consistently be recommended to you. It doesn't mean you like me. It means you want my content to stay on your feed. And if and when you do subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification in the process. That will bring up another tab that will allow you to select all notifications, all right? Last but not least, go check out my other YouTube channel and subscribe to it. It's called Man, Husband, Father. My son is scrubbing it clean for me right now as we speak, so don't worry about the content that's on there. I just want you to subscribe to it right now. That way, when I do launch the pilot episode, you guys will be informed and notified of that as well. Don't worry about any political commentary going on over there, anything like that. It's simply going to be about those three things: man, husband, father. And I do encourage the ladies to be over there as well, because we're going to talk about everything. It's going to be deep, it's going to be raw. Not holding anything back, being real about some stuff, okay? Again, it's called Man, Husband, Father, okay? All right, got to talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I just literally did a video on this thing when Michael Knowles sat down and had 25 people of the LGBTQIA, HIJK, LMNOP. Now I know this man, black man, who goes by being a trans and has been transitioning for 20-some years, apparently, is going to go on Piers Morgan's show and make some ridiculous statements. And I'm telling you right now, if you do agree with this and what he's getting ready to say, something's wrong with you. We have people that seem not to be able to understand that when you are this delusional and the world has told you that you are the right one, that these people are doing you a complete harm to your mental status, period. Right? So guys, we can ready to go ahead and watch this video. I'm just going to give y'all something here, and I want you to know that I will be pausing the video. So for those of you that do not like videos being paused, I'd advise you to go to Piers Morgan's channel and watch it yourself. Okay? You see it says Piers Morgan Uncensored. Guys, this is ridiculous. Watch how this all unfolds. Watch this.
The next Olympics will be in America, in Los Angeles. I'll ask you one more time. Why do we separate the sexes in the Olympics? Why do we have men and women competing separately? Give me an answer.
By the way, just to let y'all know, to give some context, when I said it was on Michael Knowles' channel, this is a man. Piers Morgan is a man. Far end, that's Riley Gaines. That's a woman. Supposed to be the top swimmer, but got that taken away by Leah Thomas. Anyway, let's keep rolling. Again, this is a black man who thinks he's a woman.
Sir, we have men and women competing separately. Give me an answer.
Well, Piers, won't you tell me the answer, since I don't know?
You don't know the answer? Oh, Riley's got a hand up. Riley,
Riley,
why don't you educate? Why don't you educate
tell me the
Blossom?
answer, since I don't know?
Riley, why do we separate the sexes in the Olympics?
Because men and women are different. We have different physical ceilings. It's the same reason why you have any category. It's the same reason why we have the Paralympics versus the Olympics. It's the same reason why we have weight classes in boxing. We don't have weight classes in boxing because we are fat shaming people who weigh more. No, we have weight classes because it would be unfair. We know the outcome. Every single person, kindergartners, know the outcome of what would happen if we had a 220-pound man fight a 170-pound man. It's the same reason why we have age divisions. We don't have 12 and unders or Pee Wee leagues.
Oh, now you want to talk. See that? That's what I'm saying. This man right here was only waiting just to find something that Riley Gaines is going to say to jump in and argue something like that. Piers asked you, and now that Riley Gaines is answering, now you want to talk. See what I'm saying? Now you want to talk.
What if that? What if that?
Age divisions. We don't have 12 and unders or
She
Pee
doesn't
Wee
know
leagues.
that. What if that? What if that 220 pound? Wait. What if that 170 pound man has the agility to beat that 220 pound man? That makes
So
no
you want
sense.
to base all of
I'm
the
so
Olympics off
sorry.
of exceptions?
Your answer makes
Off of
no
exceptions.
sense. That makes no sense.
Blossom,
Y'all don't know
bottom line,
anything
it
about
doesn't make
somebody's
sense to you.
biochemistry.
It makes
Somebody's
sense
biology
to
you do not
99%
know.
of common sense to you.
Biochemistry.
It makes
Somebody's
sense to
sense.
Blossom,
Y'all don't know
bottom line,
anything
it
about
doesn't make
somebody's
sense to you.
biochemistry.
See, I get what Riley Gaines is saying, and listen to what this man is saying right here. He said, y'all don't know people's biochemistry. Listen.
It makes
Somebody's
sense
biology,
to
Y'all don't know their biology. See? That's what makes it ridiculous. This man saying y'all don't know their biochemistry. You don't know their biology. You going around acting like you're something that you're not of someone else's biology, sir. What are you talking about? You're a man. You're a man. Got fake boobs. I don't know what other transition that he has done, but you are not a woman. And yet you're trying to take on what part of a woman? I don't know. Her biology? Ridiculous. Boy, I would love to. I'm telling y'all.
Do not know.
9% of common
You do
sense.
not
Actually,
know,
100%
Riley. I'm
of
sorry.
common
You
sense
absolutely do
individual.
not know about somebody's biology.
You just admitted you're not an
Everybody's
athlete.
chemistry
You
is made
admitted that
differently.
you have never competed at the highest
Genetics,
level.
and see, this is the thing. I don't have to be an athlete to talk about this because this affects
Well, you
my
just said you
community
couldn't answer
I am
because you're not an
trans.
Olympian.
All right, you know what we're going to try?
This man just said it affects my community because I'm trans. What community is that? Men that dress up like women. That's all it is. All you are women that dress. I mean, all you are men that dress up like women. You are nothing more than that. There is no community. There's only men and women. There's reality, and then there's delusion. Okay? There are women that dress up like men you are still a woman. There are men that dress up like women. You are still a man. Period. There is no separate. There is no other. There's nothing else.
Why don't we try? Okay. Can we please stop talking at the same time? If you talk at the same time, Blossom. If you talk, Blossom. If you talk at the same time, nobody can hear either of you. Okay? So Blossom, let's start with you again. A simple question. I'll tell you why they separate the sexes, just as Riley has. It's because men have a physical advantage over women, which would mean that women would not win more than a handful of medals in the entire Olympics. Would you be happy if it was a gender-neutral Olympics?
Why are we?
Hang on.
Don't try to answer the question by asking me a question to divert me from what I'm asking you.
Why
Answer
are we
my
saying
question.
This about women, though?
Answer my
women
question.
are just as strong as men.
I'm asking
sorry.
you.
Don't let her do it, Piers.
I'm sorry. Women are just as strong.
Why you let her
as
do it,
men.
Piers?
So just to be clear,
I'm sorry. Women are just as strong as men.
See what I'm saying? Once you hear, see what I'm saying? When you do things like this, talking to somebody, that's when you, okay, moving on. That's it. The only reason why you allow this to go on because you want to do it for entertainment purposes, maybe to keep the argument going. There is no more art. Folks, when kids come to you and say, look, my sons were little and said to me, Dad, I'm a lion. Okay, son. Okay. But eventually, you're not a lion. When they do what they're doing right here, it just should be so. Okay. Thank you, Blossom, whatever. Thank you. Anyway, Riley, I won't even let him talk no more. Everybody should just look at this and go, okay, yeah, something's wrong with him to believe that nonsense.
So just to be clear,
powerful as men, and I don't believe that.
Okay, Blossom.
That's just your opinion.
So Blossom,
that's not always fact.
Blossom, if the world #1 tennis player,
I don't buy it.
Okay, you know that Serena Williams admits that she would be beaten by the top 1,000 men in the world at tennis, right? You know that, do you?
Watch he play dumb like, well, I don't know that. I've never seen it. Maybe he hasn't.
I did not.
You did not know that. So
I told y'all. He said he didn't know.
No, I did not.
You did not know that. So
okay, where's the?
You don't know that. You don't know why men and women get separated in the Olympics?
I would like to read those receipts.
Both Serena and Venus Williams lost.
Are you waving them? Are you waving them around?
What?
You can look it up to the 203rd ranked male player. He drank in between sets, smoked in between sets, and played 18 holes of golf before, and admitted that he played like a 600 male ranked player. And they lost in a blowout, and they are phenoms, the best of the
Facts.
best. No other woman for a while even could come close to them, and they got beat by a man. Let me repeat it, in a blowout.
How you doing?
Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button while this commercial is getting ready to play. I'm going to pause it. I'm gonna mute it, whatever like that. But we're gonna get back to it. Y'all see how ridiculous this is. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Out the 203rd ranked male player who admitted he played like a 600 ranked player.
See, that's all they can do. That's all they can do. Girl, bye. You stupid. You dumb. Whatever. That's crazy. That's all you can do when you get hit with facts. And that's exactly what she was doing. Oh my God, got me calling this Negro a freaking she. That's all he was doing with Michael Knowles, trying to overtalk, throwing comments out there. Then he had the snaps of his little fruity tooty, fresh and Rudy people around him. So you told him, Blossom. Didn't do nothing of no significance.
And played 18 holes of golf.
Blossom, just to be clear, would you want the American Olympics, the LA Olympics, would you want them to be gender neutral where the sexes compete with each other?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you stupid. You're out of your goddamn on mind.
See anything wrong with it? I think
the women would have like Piers said, the women would have a handful of medals. They're gonna win most likely on the what's that thing? The beam. I mean, unless y'all think of something else, maybe if they win in anything else, it may be things that men don't do. I don't know, the hula hooping things, but like the floor, the bars, the parallel bars, floor routine, ice skating, track and field. I mean, y'all get completely destroyed. Come on now.
Do you also believe
it's completely insane?
And non-binary
people. Do you also believe that we should combine
It's completely insane.
This country was built on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
She had to throw that DEI in there. Wasn't even heard of or thought of back in those days. It's my built on DEI.
Exactly. This is why that's so nuts.
That does include cis women like.
And you know what you would do?
Hello?
You would exclude all women from winning medals. Well done,
dummy.
That's not true. That is not true. Can we talk about Leah Thomas? Now, I bring up Leah Thomas because Riley knows her very well.
Riley knows him. Leah Thomas is a man with long hair. That's it. Leah Thomas don't even dress up like this thing right here. Leah Thomas has all his parts and then turn around and say he's a lesbian. And these fools, y'all are idiots. Y'all are so out of your mind to fall for it. I understand. He's a woman trapped in a man's body that like women. But he uses his elongated clitoris to have sex with women. Yeah, okay. And by the way, he has external ovaries hanging out, by the way.
Leah Thomas,
he's built different.
The reality is, yes, she won some games, but Leah also lost some games to cis women. So there are some cis women who are faster than Leah. There are some cis women who are stronger than Leah. And again, when we talk about genetics,
I would have cut him off. I don't care. What was Leah doing before he got into women's sports? How was he ranked then? We're talking about the best of the best in the whole goddamn world. You are not, come on, okay.
There are some cis women that have natural higher testosterone levels than trans women. That's why some of them may look more masculine. Imanka,
I guess that's you. Stop.
Belief had to experience that transphobia, which, by the way, transphobia affects all women.
You heard what Riley Gaines said?
That transphobia, which, by the way,
you heard what Riley Gaines said? So he has testicles.
Had to experience that transphobia, which, by the way, transphobia affects all women. And now that Trump has excluded trans women from playing in sports, all women are going to be...
Trump has excluded men from playing in women's sports, correct?
Subjected to rigorous tests to make sure that they're not trans. And that does include cis women. I don't care how feminine they look. You could potentially be subjected to these rigorous tests because Donald Trump took his peanut head, red, orange behind and signed an executive order that he doesn't even know anything about.
Oh my God, I cannot stand to hear people like this talk. Just stupid, spewing nonsense.
He's a convicted felon, 34 felonies, right? We also need to be focusing on letting convicted felons in this country vote since we elected a convicted felon, right? There's so much more work. The economy is tanking here in America.
All right, Riley.
Gas prices are high.
Okay.
Why is
I told you, look what he did. Got completely away from the subject at hand, and I will not let the Negro do it.
Trump focused so
Okay,
much
get back to the
on
subject.
trans people?
Because he
Neither
wants
one
to
of y'all
preserve
can
the
answer this
integrity.
question,
Because
guess what?
I'll tell you
You're
why.
not
I'll tell you why,
trans.
Blossom. Because he's
You're
up
not
at.
trans,
I'll tell you
Piers.
why, Blossom.
I'm a woman,
Hang on,
but I'm a woman,
Riley.
Blossom.
Hang on, Blossom. Here's why. Because he's up against complete lunatics like you.
Yes,
who think
thank
it
you. God.
would be right to have a gender neutral
it takes one to
Olympics.
know one.
Thank you.
To have
Thank
against
you.
complete lunatic. Riley,
Say it
hang
again,
on,
Piers.
Hang on, Blossom. Here's why. Because he's up against complete lunatics like you who think it would be right to have a gender neutral
it takes one to
Olympics.
know one.
A gender
And if I'm a
neutral
lunatic,
Olympics
let me
is
be a
the
good
most insane
lunatic,
thing
honey.
I've ever
Let me
heard
be a
from
powerful
any trans
lunatic.
activist
People
in
like
history.
Blossom are
Lunacy.
exactly why
Well, you
Donald
haven't met
Trump
me.
won.
Well, you haven't
and
found that
on
until you
November
met
5th.
me.
Riley Gaines said, people like Blossom is the reason why Donald Trump won. Facts.
I'm not your average trans woman. In case
You are a black man dressing up like a woman is what you are. And you're not the average black man because you're not.
you
Exactly
didn't
why
notice
Donald
that.
Trump
I'm not
won
your
and
average
on
trans
November
woman.
5th.
Riley.
People like Blossom are exactly why Donald Trump won on November 5th. I believe,
Oh,
of course,
girl,
people
please.
to
Girl,
embrace
please.
Donald Trump, to
Donald
embrace
Trump
the
rigged the
American
election,
agenda,
which is
to
why he's
embrace
sitting in
his
office.
Uh-oh, election denier? Uh-oh, you hear what that dude just said? He said Donald Trump rigged the election.
Now.
Can we mute?
And he's sitting up
This
there
is the
booty
most
clapping.
ridiculous
Yeah,
thing I've ever
mute,
seen.
mute Blossom, please, because she can't stop talking. Riley, you respond.
He can't stop talking.
People turned out, I believe, in masses to the polls on November 5th to embrace Donald Trump, to embrace the America First agenda, to embrace his cabinet picks. But more so,
No, they did.
I believe people turned out to the polls to reject absurdity. And that is exactly what the past 30 minutes have been on this program, Piers, is totally, entirely, and thoroughly absurd from top to bottom. Saying there should be a gender-neutral Olympics?
I know.
Are you serious?
Madness.
Do you also believe, Blossom, that we should combine the Paralympics and the Olympics? I would love to hear an answer to that.
Okay, I'll ask her. Bring back Blossom. Blossom, should we combine the Paralympics with the regular Olympics? Have them all compete with each other?
I mean, why not? And to go
What the actual heck? See what I'm saying? Done. Bye, Blossom. You won't. My Jesus Christ. I'm 43 years old. You will. I would mop the para. Do you even know what that? Do she even know what para means?
back to
Right,
Riley's
yeah,
point to
why
that
not?
last
Yeah,
point.
okay.
Look at Riley just look. See,
yeah. Completely insane.
Oh my
Go back to that
gosh.
last point.
Yeah,
No,
so
because
no
she
Paralympian
actually
would win a
said
medal.
something that I wanted to respond to.
So no
the
Paralympian
thing
will win a
is-
medal.
No.
So your
The
diversity,
thing
equity, and
is,
inclusion
people
turns
went
out
to
to
the
be
polls
unequal
because
and
they
doesn't
wanted
include
a better economy.
any Paralympian
People
or any
went to
woman.
the polls.
y'all understand what's being said here? If you want to do this through diversity, equity, inclusion, those who are of the diversity, equity, inclusion wouldn't even be included because they would get beat by everybody else. They will get completely beat. There will be no DEI people in there. My God, I cannot believe this dude just got done saying that regular athletes should compete against man. That's completely
Because they want
Oh my
prices to
God.
come
Delusional.
down. People went to the polls. They went to the polls to vote because they had every right.
See how he distracted them again from what they were talking about? The whole subject was supposed to be about the difference between men and women biologically, physically, physiologically, right? And here you are going back to people came because of guys. I said no.
Yeah, and they
I
voted for
just wanna
Donald
make sure I
Trump. And you
clear
know
that
why?
up.
You know why they voted for
They
Trump?
did not. Donald
Because
Trump rigged
people
that
like you have
election,
turned this
honey. I don't
debate
care
into a
what y'all
total
say.
farce.
There you
Donald
go.
Trump rigged that election. Donald Trump does not even have the capacity to even run
Okay,
this country.
mute Blossom
That's
one more
why he's
time
such
because I want to thank Riley. Thank you, Blossom. Riley, thank you for engaging in this in the best way you could have done. I think when we have somebody who, with a straight face, says that the answer to this debate is that we have a gender-neutral Olympics and we allow Paralympics and the Olympics to morph into one event, and says this is about DIE, when in fact what it does is it removes any equality for Paralympians or women.
He said
So
DIE.
no disabled people competing would ever win. And then women wouldn't win either more than about 2 or 3 medals because we all know that's why they separate the sexes. If that is DIE, at work.
DEI.
That is why DIE has been a travesty. DEI, I'm sorry. It would be a travesty. So, Riley, thank you. Congratulations on getting this over the line. Hopefully we'll bring some sanity and equality and inclusion back to sport, which is what we want. Bring back Blossom.
Lord Jesus, guys, I don't know what to tell you with that. But this is a prime example of what I'm talking about. If people can sit there and spew out delusion, just like what you just heard this man doing, when people do stuff like that, it makes it really hard for me to believe anything that these people even say. Like they are. Guys, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I'm done with it. Y'all let me know. Don't forget to leave in the comments. I want to know what y'all thoughts are on this. Do any of y'all believe like he does? Because I would love to hear that. Because if you do, we need to get you with like Jordan Peterson or something like that to examine your brain. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this by putting in the comments below again. And don't forget to do what y'all see right here in this animation. If you want to see the next video that I'll be doing, most likely, let me see in chronological order. It may be up here, things that I do as a variety right here. Whew. I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And God bless you all through Jesus.